Hello. Today I'm off on a little adventure. My very first solo trip to Jeju Island in South Korea. I've been wanting to try traveling alone for the longest time, but I never really got out of my comfort zone. Until now. I had some time to kill before check-in, and honestly, I was starving. So I wandered around the airport. You know you're in Jeju when you're surrounded by halabong oranges. They were everywhere. I never knew there were so many varieties. I love that fresh citrus scent. Then I stumbled on this place called UMU. It's a cafe and a skincare shop. Only in Korea, right? It was just a pop-up at the airport. Their main branch is somewhere else. Umu comes from the word umukasari, which means agar. It's a gelatin the Jeju Hanyo, the famous female divers, collect from red algae in the ocean. I love their brand design, really tied in with Jeju. Pretty ingenious, actually. Their logo kind of looks like the famous Hala Mountain, but nope. It is a pudding, a cute, wobbly pudding. They had this pudding that looked amazing, but the cafe was packed, so I skipped it and headed out. Decided to try my luck with early check-in. It was just a few stops from the airport, right across from the Jeju City bus terminal. I stayed at some guest house Jeju Airport branch, and I think it used to be called Min, since the entrance to the lobby still says Min. The signboard might be a little confusing, but don't worry, it's the same place, just under a different name. Check-in is done at the lobby. At the front desk, they explain the house rules, hand you towels, and guide you to your room. They offer all-female dorms as well as mixed dorms. I booked the all-female dorm, which was a 6-bed shared room. Each person gets a small locker that fits a backpack. My room only had 3 other occupants, and even the other rooms weren't too full, so it never felt crowded. The facilities were great. There's a shared kitchen, a vanity area, 2 indoor toilets, and 2 more outside, so no worries about morning rush hour. Upstairs, they also have private rooms if you prefer more privacy. One thing I noticed right away was the scent. When you walk in, you're greeted by a lovely fragrance from their room diffusers. It was like a rosy cinnamon blend, really cozy. Overall, it was clean, comfortable, and a nice place to stay. Definitely a thumbs up from me. By then, I was hangry. Like, I could eat anything, so I went looking for food. So I searched for an option nearby and found Dottery Kitchen, which means acorn kitchen. I ordered their green tangerine soba paired with tteokbokki, hijiki inari sushi. Sweet and filling, it hit the spot. Cold, tangy, perfect for the weather. After that, I thought I'd walk around a bit. Yeah, no. 5 minutes later, I was melting. So I ducked into a dessert cafe. Finding the entrance was a little tricky though. It's easy to miss, especially if cars are parked out front. On Naver Map, it was pinned to a restaurant on the first floor, so I ended up walking around the building until I finally spotted the signboard and entrance. They have a really nice variety of desserts and drinks, but for me, I was laser focused on their bingsu menu. Honestly, I wanted to try every single one. The flavor combinations all sounded amazing. The portions are meant for 2 people, but let's be real, I had no problem finishing one all by myself. Tried their summer special, sweet corn bingsu. After lunch, I decided to walk it off and headed to Jeju Dongmun Market. Honestly, it felt a bit too touristy and wasn't exactly what I had expected. I did a quick tour, snapped a few photos, and then moved on. Later, I wanted to visit Yeongeullam, but after about 30 minutes of walking in the heat, I ended up hiding inside Olive Young until the sun went down. For dinner, I went to this super popular hangover soup place. Their most popular dish is gosari haijangguk, a Jeju specialty made with gosari or fernbreak. Normally, it's a pricey veggie, but in Jeju, it grows in abundance. So having it in a hearty soup was such a treat. That night, I just crashed. First time sleeping in a dorm in Korea, and honestly, I slept really well. Next morning, I woke up early and hopped on a bus down to Seogwipo. Pro tip, Jeju buses are cashless, card or bank transfer only. And the bus stops? They're in the middle of the road with like 4 boarding zones. Super confusing at first. But once I got to the coast, all that confusion was worth it. I dipped my feet in the ocean, listened to the waves, and honestly, that was the highlight of my trip. Doing absolutely nothing, just being there. Eventually, I had to head back to Jeju-si to check out. On the way, I was craving bingsu again. I almost went to Macheop, but it was way too pricey. Instead, I found this cozy little spot called Gurecha. Smaller portions, less sweet, but the vibe was amazing. I'd definitely come back just to try their tea set next time. And that wrapped up my 24 hours in Jeju. Thanks so much for joining me on my first solo trip. Stick around for a quick cost breakdown at the end. And I really hope this inspires you to take your own little solo adventure sometime soon. Till next time.